Okay, so I've been going soft step by step to make sure that everyone understands and get it, and it can bypass the mental blocks that were created by certain beliefs. For others, okay, for most of us, that were forced on the ancestors, and primarily fear being used, which is what they ended up transmitting to their offspring, and could not tell them what they believed before and felt within themselves as being true, and not just believing blindly. I know that this might trigger like a lot of people, but then if you get triggered, just remember that that's a good sign, because it means that there is something that is a wound inside of you. Because if I poke you and unbroken skin that is perfectly intact, yes, it'll be irritating, but it won't make you so angry that you'd want to fight or, have high blood pressure over it. If it does that, it means that I poked a wound, an open wound, and that will hurt. That would drive anyone crazy, right? So if there's an open wound, don't you think it's time to mend it? Maybe it's time to mend it. And as much as I'm going all in with this next video, I'll still be sensitive, so that when we're washing that wound and dressing it, I'm not rough, where you feel pain more than the healing. Because the whole point of this is the healing more than the pain. I've been thinking a lot and trying to gauge when would the audience be ready for this, or if they ready it. Because if you're gonna release like bombs one after the other, not giving the people a chance to recover and breathe, you putting them on fight or flight. And my whole point of this is to take people away from fear, for them to not be on fight or flight, to be in their highest form, where they can receive and critically analyze for themselves, and they can also hear what their inner spirit, their inner selves are saying about what they're receiving. You can gauge, is it my mind is trying to protect me that is flaring right now, or is it my heart? I'll give you an example of how you can know this. If it's your mind, you will want to fight to be correct or to be right. And no matter what means, even if you haven't actually taken your time to see if what I'm saying makes sense. If it's your heart, it's going to hurt like I hurt your own baby, your own child, right? That pain is different from the pain of not being right or being wrong. If it's the heart pain, then by all means skip the video, because it means that the indoctrination has gone too deep. You're not ready for this. If it's the head pain, you have control over that. well, even the heart one, but the brain one or the mental one, it's easier because your heart is still open and free. So push your attention back to your heart. See what your heart is saying. If there is a tug of war, then maybe that wound also knows that it's time for its mending. If your heart totally disagrees with what your mind is saying, then you're definitely ready for this. So be tuned in. I'm going to go and shower right now and prepare. Make the room serene, maybe light some candles, so that when there is this hush information coming out, there is the surroundings will meet it halfway and making it a bit mellow or kinda. See, I'm trying all of this for you guys, not that I'm scared. Me, fear ruled my life for the longest time, and it robbed me of myself. It robbed me of, to a point where I got into situations like relationships where I actually lost myself. And in honesty, I didn't know east from west, left from right, up from down. But then, because you're in that survival mode, your brain is telling you, no, you're still functioning. Yes, I was functioning. I was, but more like a robot. And inside there was a constant tug of war, which is probably why I ended up being diagnosed with major depression and anxiety, which now that I've decided to go within and be in solitude, I don't even need the medication. I don't take it anymore, and I haven't had an attack in a while. While things are going really bad, like in terms of finances and all of that, and it's done intentionally by a certain people or a certain person, because they have the earthly power. They're given the reins to, put back the rebel into her place. I don't hate them, not at all. In fact, I feel sorry for them, for when they realize, for when their inner eye opens up, or they are conscious, or stop shouting. When it's all said and done, maybe I won't even be there that time. When they have to now start doing the work of purifying themselves and going back to connecting to their higher selves. Because they've been relentless in continuously making another person suffer and trying to win at all cost. That's been chipping away a lot of their bridges to source. But source will always be there waiting. And there will be that inner you that yearns for source. So when now it's that time, it's gonna be painful, excruciatingly painful, rebuilding those bridges, because now they have to balance the imbalance that they have caused in their field around them. And it won't just be the place, because now the signature of the frequency is within them, so it travels with them. It will go with them wherever they are if they don't get it fixed. And the longer they take, the worse it becomes. But a person who's in that state, it's like being in indoctrination. They are not thinking for themselves or with their higher selves. they're thinking with the ego. And the ego is supposed to be a servant to the multi-dimensional being that you are as a person. It's supposed to assist you and not rule you. When it rules you, it's of a lower consciousness. It's purely designed to help you survive this old earthly realm, which is the 3D realm. And if now a god is being ruled by, let me say, a mere mortal who only has about at most 90 years of life to live or to actually exist. In the scope of things and how old even just Earth is, I'm not even gonna go talk about the universe. That is nothing. That's like a peck. Now imagine having to regain your dignity as that higher self after being subservient to an entity that is gone now, but you're still there. It would take a lot, because the laws of the universe of nature are not, they are in constant motion. They are a guarantee. Regardless if you are God, you're a person, you are a what, an animal, an object, you have to abide by them. And what is nice about them is that they're not like rules that are enforced by human beings for their purpose. These universal laws are designed for all that lives in it to function harmoniously and at a higher state of being. That's including you, and mostly you as the conscious part of your universe. So if you go against them, yes, they will strike back, but it's not purely for them. They will exist. They will continue being regardless of what you do. But you will feel the backlash, and you will degrade in value. As much as your higher self stays there, it's there, waiting for you anytime. But now that lag, you fixing and going around and back, it's not only a waste of time, it's more suffering, which basically gets your energy or your frequency used to the state of suffering, which then could convince you that another state does not exist, and therefore it won't exist in your life. Whereas it does exist. So it hurts more when you find out, it doesn't. I could have been living like this and being so much happier this whole time. So I've been causing all of this pain to myself. You see. Okay, anyway, this was just supposed to be an intro. And then I'm going to come back and we'll have a family meeting. I love you all, my fellow ascenders, and let's be with each other. We are not going anywhere. The flesh might disintegrate, go back to where it was, but you'll still be here. So let's ascend. Let's make it the best journey that we can possibly have. Oh yeah, and I haven't forgotten about that short piece that I said I'm gonna come with that in full. Of course, I keep my promises, and since we are family now and we're pals, I'll make it just easier and to not waste a lot of your time, because I know you have a lot of things to do. We'll combine it, because it actually falls perfectly with the topic that I'm going to be talking about. So information about that one will be in this one.